welcome in. I'm your host, Harmony Baum, and I embody the spirit of freedom, knowing that true power lies in my ability to choose my own destiny. I am a powerful being of positivity and warm light. I channel cosmic energy to align my desires with universal flow. I'm worthy of all the wealth and success the universe has to offer, and I magnetize prosperity through my focused intent. The triangle of love, faith, and hope symbolizes a holistic approach to living a life of meaning and fulfillment, where each element supports and nourishes the others. Love supports faith by providing the emotional connection and compassion that helps us trust and believe in others, in ourselves, and in the divine or universal forces at play. Faith provides the foundation for hope, as trusting in something greater gives us the belief that a better future is possible. Without faith, hope can become unfocused or fleeting. Hope fuels love by motivating us to continue acting with compassion and kindness, believing that our efforts will lead to a better world and more meaningful relationships. Together, these three virtues create a powerful cycle. Love enables us to trust in others and the world around us. Faith enables us to stay hopeful and optimistic about the future, even in difficult times. Hope inspires us to love ourselves and others, knowing that a change is possible and that goodness will prevail. The most important thing is faith, the kind of faith that works through love. Galatians 5:6. I think Alex Jones said this best in Waking Life. You can't fight City Hall, death and taxes. Don't talk about politics or religion. This is all the equivalent of enemy propaganda rolling across the picket line. Lay down, GI, lay down, GI. We saw it all through the 20th century, and now in the 21st century, it's time to stand up and realize that we should not allow ourselves to be crammed into this rat maze. We should not submit to dehumanization. I don't know about you, but I'm concerned with what's happening in the world. I'm concerned with the structure. I'm concerned with the systems of control, those that control my life, and those who seek to control it even more. I want freedom. That's what I want, and that's what you should want. It's up to each and every one of us to turn loose just some of the greed, the hatred, the envy, and yes, the insecurities, because that is the central mode of control. Make us feel small, pathetic, so we'll willingly give up our sovereignty, our liberty, our destiny. We have got to realize we're being conditioned on a mass scale. Start challenging this corporate slave state. This is not the century of slavery, not the century of lies and issues of no significance, of classism, of statism, and all the rest of the modes of control. It's going to be the age of humankind standing up for something pure, something right. What a bunch of garbage. Liberal, democratic, conservative, Republican, it's all there to control you. Two sides of the same coin. Two management teams bidding for control of the CEO job of Slavery Incorporated. The truth is out there in front of you, but they lay out this buffet of lies. I'm sick of it, and I'm not gonna take a bite out of it. Do you got me? Resistance is not futile. We're gonna win this thing. Humankind is too good. We're not a bunch of underachievers. We're gonna stand up, and we're gonna be human beings, and we're gonna get fired up about the real things, the things that matter, creativity, and the dynamic human spirit that refuses to submit. One of the most courageous things that you can do for yourself is know who you are, what you believe in, and where you want to go. Sheila Murray Bethel. I think, therefore I am, one of the most powerful and influential statements in the history of philosophy. I am that I am. Exodus 3:14. To be or not to be, that is the question. I am not afraid. I was born to do this. Joan of Arc. The original Transformers series, especially season 3, have some sweet episodes where the Autobots and Decepticons find themselves caught in surreal, dreamlike realms where time and reality are not what they seem. In one, the reality is manipulated by Daniel Witwicky's nightmares. Daniel, the son of Spike Witwicky, becomes the unwitting focal point of a bizarre plot when the Quintessons use a dream machine to trap him in a nightmarish dimension. The Quintessons are an alien race of multi-dimensional, cold, calculating, and manipulative robotic beings that are largely responsible for the creation of the Transformers on the planet Cybertron. The Quintessons' main goal throughout the series is to manipulate and control, with their motivations being linked to their desire for power and dominance. As Daniel Witwicky's dreams become reality, both the Autobots and Decepticons are pulled into the chaos. The nightmare world brings to life terrifying creatures, giant monsters, making it one of the most surreal and visually unique episodes of the series. Rodimus Prime, Ultra Magnus, Springer, and other Autobots must navigate this dreamscape, while Galvatron and his Decepticons also struggle against the shifting horrors. The key to escaping lies in helping Daniel overcome his fears and breaking free from the Quintessons' psychological trap. The other episode that comes to mind is the one where the Decepticons captured the Autobots and attempt to drain their life force while trapping them in a dreamlike state. The Autobots are kept in a memory loop where they experience a parade as an illusion that is enticing and just awesome. A couple of the Autobots begin to realize that the parade is a false reality, and they consciously choose to wake themselves up. However, waking up the others proves challenging because the parade is so awesome that the Autobots are reluctant to leave it. They can't wait to see Optimus Prime coming down the line and don't want to miss out on the enjoyment of this dream. Everybody loves a good parade. Everybody loves a good parade. We're talking about trapped minds and the effort needed to break free from a repeating cycle. It's a classic sci-fi theme where the heroes need to snap out of an illusion, reject the fake paradise, and face the hard truth instead of staying in a comforting lie. The parade symbolizes the tempting comfort to stay in a peaceful but false state, even if it means giving up freedom and reality. The famous scene from The Matrix, Morpheus offers the choice between two pills. If you take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and you believe whatever you want to believe. Take the blue pill, you stay in your current reality, continuing on as if nothing has changed, stuck in the illusion. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Take the red pill up to the harsh truth of reality, no matter how difficult or uncomfortable it may be. It's all about choice, reality versus illusion. Breaking free from the confines of a controlled artificial existence. This echoes the story of the Buddha's journey. In Buddhism, Gautama, Buddha, leaves the comforts of his sheltered life, realizing that true understanding and the end of suffering can only be found by confronting the harsh realities of life, rather than remaining ignorant or in a comforting illusion. Buddha's awakening is all about seeing the world as it truly is, beyond the veil of pleasure, illusion, and false comfort. Both sci-fi and ancient teachings have this common theme of choosing the path of truth and enlightenment, even if it means letting go of a false sense of security. Waking up from an illusion is at the heart of many philosophies, including Buddhism. When everything falls apart, that's when things are shifting. Let it break down, because that's where the new stuff comes from. The key is figuring out what wasn't working and using that to push you forward. Out of destruction comes creation. Ouroboros, you are the rightful knight and ruler of your destiny. Take to your manifestation. Climb the mountain, carrying with you the three sacred elements: hope, faith, and love. I will follow this video creating this sweet guided meditation, Climb to Wealth and Prosperity. The written meditation can be found in both journals. The Magic Journal 111, a guided path to discovering and unleashing powerful magic in your day-to-day life. And Magic Rainbow 369, a guided path to discovering and unleashing big alchemy money magic. I like it. It's both symbolic and metaphorical. Uses vivid imagery to represent an internal journey of growth, transformation, and self-empowerment. The Magic Journal 111 is consecrated for the Magic Mirror spell number 6, and it is guaranteed to work 100% of the time. Narrative construction, reshape the storylines to be the writer of your life. A man's alter ego is nothing more than his favorite image of himself. Cary Grant, the classic Hollywood actor, Grant spoke how he intentionally crafted his public persona, shaping himself into the confident, charismatic figure that audiences adored. He famously reflected on his transformation, saying, "I pretended to be somebody I wanted to be until finally I became that person, or he became me, or we met at some point along the way." Global superstar Beyonce said of her alter ego in 2012, "Sasha Fierce is done. I killed her. I don't need Sasha Fierce anymore because I've grown and I'm now able to merge the two. I attune to the thing I want to become from the inside out until my version of its genius presents itself." Empathy, the second key to the universe. As above, so below. Key number 1. You are stardust, shaping itself into a story. Write the dream, become the magic, and let the cosmos revel in experiencing your highest self through you. This magic mirror spell is also known as the universal law of correspondence, also known as the keys to the universe 1 and 2, as above, so below, and empathy, also known as the double your luck spell, also known as numerology sequence 369, energy, frequency, vibration. The world is nothing more than a reflection of your inner assumptions. And when you change what you envision in the mirror of your mind, the physical world must shift to match. Anthony Norvell, 1908 to 1990, American author, renowned for his work on metaphysics, visualization, and the power of positive thinking, wrote in his book, Think Yourself Rich, "Always the law of harvest decrees that you shall reap more than you have sown." God blesses his universe with the law of abundance on all planes. It works for you, and when you know how to invoke it to bring you money, houses, land, jewels, cars, and things of value, money obeys this law of the double return and will multiply and grow under the impetus of magnetism. Wow! And as you can see with the help of number blocks, that things can easily get carried away. Shakespeare said, "Art holds up a mirror to nature." This journal is consecrated and specifically formatted for you to successfully cast the Master Alchemist Big Money Magic spell, utilizing the 369 manifesting journaling technique, also known as the Philosopher's Stone spell number 7. I need money. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. And I translated this spell into a daily triple luck rainbow to shine on your dreams. I posted up these spells and the brainstorming your best self sheet on social media, and I tagged the Amazon link where you can buy the books in the channel description. Your dreams are your destiny. Achieve your great work of the Philosopher's Stone. Build your magnum opus. Step 1, fire, negredo, blackening. Burn down all thoughts of lack and limitation. This first step is the hardest. Seems to be a hard one for others I ran into too. Incinerate lack and limitation. Unwanted old thoughts. Incinerate your old life. Smoosh the ants. Automatic negative thoughts. That wheel of thought is a virus in the system. It is not your Atman, your true eternal self. So kill that. And just like the snake sheds its skin or the moon sheds its shadow, all to be born again in a life of abundance, happiness, freedom, respect, kindness. Cycle those positive thoughts and feelings. His Holiness the Dalai Lama says that our visualization is often weak in the beginning, weak in the middle, and weak in the end, and always broken up by pervasive negative thoughts. So our spiritual practices remain weak. Don't let your mind wander like a wild animal. Don't let your insecurities control you. Tame your mind to be focused on your desires, purified through death and decay. Step 2, water, albedo, whitening. Soothe in the healing waters of joy and ingest the ideas that you want. Input and output, watch your stimuli. Manifest, it's vibe numerology number 3, purification, rebirth, and enlightenment. Step 3, air, citronitas, yellowing. Absorb inspiration, gain belief and faith. It's the vibe numerology number 6, illumination and the development of the solar element or spiritual transformation. Step 4, grounding, earth, rubido, reddening, projection. Take inspired action. It's a vibe numerology number 9, wholeness, perfection, and the realization of the elixir of life, the reddening of your philosopher's stone into completion. The magnum opus comes from ancient alchemy, the science of turning cheap metals into gold and unlocking immortality, aka the elixir of life. The famous description of the alchemical process to create the stone comes from the emerald tablet. Solve et coagula, dissolve and coagulate, a continued cycle of breaking things down and rebuilding them. You gotta break things down and rebuild them over and over. It's all about transformation, leveling up, purifying, and turning something basic into something legendary. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. This is all the law of attraction, impregnating your subconscious, empathic attunement to what you want, key to the universe. Number 2, empathy, also known as the essence of magic, also known as the law of attraction. The Philosopher's Stone is one of the most significant symbols in alchemy, mysticism, and even literature. The Philosopher's Stone is a gateway to transformation, guiding my personal growth and aligning my inner self with the cosmos. I embrace the alchemical process of turning my challenges into wisdom, my fears into strength, and my soul into pure potential. As I journey through time and space of our living simulation, I tap into the limitless power of spiritual and psychological evolution. Master alchemists know their symbols, and many power core spells require you to pursue that knowledge, the knowledge that surrounds symbolism. Symbols are deeply embedded in our unconscious selves, the superconscious mind, acting as coded messages that influence our thoughts, behaviors, and emotions, either consciously or unconsciously. By becoming aware of the symbols we encounter, we can consciously choose the ones we want to empower, strengthening the codes that align with our desired manifestations. In both the journals, on each page, the symbol changes. You do not have to pursue that information. I have compiled it for you. That box checks off. Let your subconscious take it in. I also want to note that to successfully cast the Magick Rainbow 369 big money spell, you have to find and record a new truth to you about money below your happiness, gratitude, and manifestation. Pursue knowledge. Ask questions. Here's our new truth for today. October 24th, 2024, people.com. Estimated Beyonce's wealth creation to be about $800 million. Her Renaissance World Tour grossed over $579 million. Additional income streams include her music catalog, business ventures like her Ivy Park fashion line, and collaborations with her husband, Jay-Z. Jay-Z himself has a net worth estimated at approximately $2.5 billion, making him one of the wealthiest musicians globally. Together, their combined net worth is estimated to be about $3.3 billion. Those two are powerful manifestors. It's like how Michael Phelps says, you can't put a limit on anything. The more you dream, the farther you get. These spells are guaranteed to work 100% of the time. And beware, information is not transformation. It takes 21 days of repeating an action to form a brain pathway that can become a lifelong habit. And this is a proven fact from the life's work of William James, 1842 to 1910, a pioneering American philosopher and psychologist, often referred to as the father of American psychology. He was a professor at Harvard University, and his legacy is celebrated in various ways, including having his name on the William James Hall, the building located on Harvard's campus, which houses the university's Department of Psychology and the Department of Philosophy, where he taught psychology for many years and conducted groundbreaking research on topics ranging from consciousness and perception to emotion and habit formation. His work laid the foundation of modern psychology, especially in the areas of functionalism, consciousness, and the study of the mind. 21 days, another numerology, number 3 power number. Interesting. Let's take this caller.
Hello, H-Bomb. I am Mafu, a channeled entity, an ascended master with extraterrestrial origins with a Pleiadian connection. I teach deep wisdom on consciousness and manifestation. Remember our message. Your thoughts are the architects of your reality. Manifestation is not about effort. It is about being. Be the energy of what you seek. If you desire wealth, feel wealthy within your breath. If you seek love, let your soul radiate love before you search for it. You are a creator beyond flesh and bone. Speak your vision to the quantum waves, and they will dance to meet you. This is the sacred alchemy of the ages.
Wow, that is so powerful. Thank you, Mafu. You will have to fight against resistance. In the Kundalini Yoga philosophy, this is the Muladhara, the red root chakra, the entry for transcendent energy. Resistance is the dragon you have to slay to begin your transformation. Resistance preys on our insecurities. By the power of my determined will and the power of the universe, I physically close my fists, tensing my body for my will's forceful directive to make things happen. I call in all elements, all spirits, and all energies. I call in everything that surrounds me, and I command you to guide me with truth, self-preservation, and a strong sense of purpose towards my manifestation and my best self. I now physically release with palms facing upward. My intentions are now open and relaxed. My palms provide a loose structure, allowing my manifestation to come to me quickly, easily, and joyfully. With faith, the universe will light my path. Key to the universe number 3, relax and have fun. Put the vibe that you want to embody out there and live through the magic mirror. Cycle and build relaxing and fun into your destiny. Enjoy the journey. Use the 3rd key to be conscious to make your journey, especially the first 21 days of repeating an action to form a brain pathway that can become a lifelong habit. Make that first 21 days fun and easy to start your transformation. Shower yourself with love and encouragement. The 4th key to the universe is today's triangle. Take your 3 sacred elements to the mountaintop: hope, faith, and love. So what are you fighting for? What do you want? You need to ask. Ask, especially for the things you want but can't quite figure out how to get. Ask for enlightenment. Ask for the love you want. Ask to feel better about situations. Ask for money, diamonds, cars, houses, land, luxury items, and spiritual goods. Anything you think is cool and that you want to experience. This is your human experience. This is your time. It is your celestial duty to experience whatever your soul calls out to you. Soul callings come directly from the source. They implant them in you. So manifest it. The cosmos experiences life through you. So have a great experience. Take your manifestation to the top, and with a pure heart and unwavering faith, you will reach your pinnacle of whatever you think abundance is. What is that symbol? What is your abundance symbol? Implant your abundance symbol inside of your heart, infusing and magnetizing your soul with the harmonious active of complete joy and comfort. You don't need to know the how. You just have to believe a path will be revealed to you. Keep your mind open, knowing that all possibilities exist. And remember, the universe is quantum weird, and we're all players in this strange, mind-bending game, and it's you who decides when to open the cat box. Let's take this caller.
Hello, Harmony Bomb. We are the Arcturian Council, higher dimensional guides, known for our deep spiritual insights and our role in humanity's ascension. We contact you today to send this message with love. Manifestation is a harmonic resonance. Your emotions, thoughts, and beliefs create a frequency that the universe responds to in kind. The key to alignment is the trinity of creation: hope, faith, and love, 3 sacred forces that ascend you to your highest timeline. The more you trust the path before it is seen, the more solid it becomes beneath your feet. If you see obstacles, bless them, for they are not barriers but codes, gateways to transformation.
Wow, thank you so much for your call. So you want to write down your manifestation and be as detailed as possible. Write your manifestation often and frequently. 369, use the manifestation lines in your Magick journals, or use your coffee cup, whatever. You have to ask. There is no point coveting your neighbor's stuff for things that they may have been asking for either consciously or subconsciously their entire lives before they got it. Now you come along and you see it and you're like, wow, I never even thought to ask for a sweet lake home like that before. If you want one too, thank your neighbor for bringing you the idea and start asking for your own dreams to come true, and take action by writing it down. Matthew 7:7. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and it'll be open to you. Keep asking and you will receive what you ask for. Keep seeking and you will find your answers. Keep knocking and the door will open for you. When you covet your neighbor's shit, you lose all. In Tibetan mysticism, the concept of coveting or desiring what others have is seen as a source of suffering. This aligns with the Buddhist teachings of attachment and desire, which are believed to bind one to the cycle of suffering, samsara. The idea is that when you focus on what others have, you lose sight of your own path, your own wisdom, and your own inner peace. To quote His Holiness the Dalai Lama, the goal is not to be better than the other man, but your previous self. Compete with yourself. Compete with yourself. Next caller, please.
Hello, Harmony Bomb. I am a blue avian, a keeper of higher knowledge. We blue avians are an ancient, highly evolved extraterrestrial race believed to be deeply involved in spiritual ascension and higher dimensional wisdom. Our transmission to you today: the key to manifestation is inner purity. Your thoughts, emotions, and intentions are the blueprint of your reality. In the higher planes, creation is instant, for there is no doubt, no hesitation, only pure alignment. In your world, the delay between thought and manifestation is your training ground. Use this time wisely. Align your energy before action, and you will move mountains with ease. You are not separate from the dream you desire to manifest. You are its architect. The frequency you hold determines the future you walk into. Choose wisely. Choose boldly.
Hell yeah! Thank you, Blue Avians, for your transmission. Bless up! The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. The Psalms are magical phrases from the Bible that are able to unlock deep spiritual states within you. Spell number 8. The Psalms are magical spells. Ooh, ring the alarm. Bonus spells. The Psalms use poetic structure, hidden codes, and acrostics to implant divine consciousness into the soul. They act as magical spells, affirmations that transform the mind through repetition and symbolic patterns. The Psalms work psychologically. Walter Brueggemann, a renowned scholar of the Old Testament, the Hebrew Bible, and a prominent figure in biblical theology, known for his deep, insightful contributions to biblical interpretation, especially in the areas of prophecies, the Psalms, and the covenant theology of the Hebrew Bible. Brueggemann said, "There's a close correspondence between the anatomy of the lament psalm and the anatomy of the soul." Scholars are studying patterns hidden in the 5 books of the Psalms. They are making this their job. Parts of the Psalms were written acrostically in Hebrew. An acrostic is a literary device where certain letters, usually the first letter of each line or verse, spell out a word, name, or phrase. In Hebrew poetry, acrostics were used to create a pattern that could be both structural, organizing the text, and meaningful, highlighting key words and themes. Psalm 119, the alphabet psalm, is the longest chapter in the book of Psalms and is famously acrostic in structure. It contains 22 sections, one for each letter of the Hebrew alphabet, with each section consisting of 8 verses, each beginning with the corresponding letter of the Hebrew alphabet. For example, the first section, Aleph, begins with verses where each one starts with the letter Aleph. The second section, Beth, begins with the verses where each one starts with the letter Beth, and so on. This pattern continues throughout the entire psalm, creating a kind of alphabetical and numeric meditation on God's word, law, and wisdom. By persistently imagining yourself as already having what you desire, like Psalm 119, embedding divine truth in the alphabet, you can reshape your reality. The Psalms were written over a long period from the time of David around 1000 BCE through to after the Babylonian exile around 500 to 400 BCE. Scholars believe The composition of the Psalms spanned from the 10th century BCE to the 4th or 3rd century BCE, reflecting the historical and spiritual experiences of the Israelite people throughout their history. So the Psalms were written over a period of 700 to 800 years and still sound truth and peace through its words to this day. The Psalms are people talking up to God and being answered, not God sending doctrine down to humanity. The Psalms are people talking up to God and being answered. The Psalms are ancient Hebrew songs, prayers, and poems that were written over a span of centuries, being sent up to the heavens and answered. Hallelujah! The Psalms are 3,000-year-old powerful ancient magic spells that work. The Reality Revolution podcast goes into depth about this. Brian Scott has made multiple episodes and they're awesome. I'll take his videos in the description below. Read the Psalms as a spell book and let me know what you think in the comments below. Psalm 23, my whole family has found very powerful to call on through health crisis, death, stress, looking for guidance, comfort, and peace. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. The Psalms are ancient codes, each verse a key, unlocking the hidden patterns of the soul. Numerology is coded in the Psalm structure. The Psalms are mind activations, a blueprint for the soul. The poetry of the Psalms flows to direct my thoughts, revealing hidden messages as I invite my soul to evolve emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, advancing in harmony with the Trinity of my being. The Psalms are a magical spell, a divine call to God, summoning the compassionate powers of the universe to transform us from within. Start asking for the time you want, the motivation you want, the health you want, the relationships, the wealth, the enlightenment that you want. Then start asking for the time you want. Ask to become your higher, perfect life self and believe it is already yours. Anything you need to successfully complete your spiritual mission here on earth will be provided for you. Give it time. Go slow. Ask and command your guardian angels, the unseen forces, the energies around you, the consciousnesses hidden inside of you, the cosmos, all to get to work for you. Take your 3 to the mountaintop. The Talmud, a central text in Rabbinic Judaism, states every blade of grass has its angel that bends over it and whispers, grow, grow. Even if you don't believe in angels, just absorb this comforting thought that your consciousness is not alone. And if every single blade of grass is being cheered on by an angel, know that you for sure are being cheered on to evolve by the forces all around you. The angels want to celebrate you. The angels want to encourage you. Grow, grow, grow. And your guardian angels can do more for you than just silently cheer you on. Guardian angels will rarely intervene in your life unless it is a life-threatening situation without being asked. So get them working for you. They're rooting for you to grow. Ask and take comfort in the true fact that you are not alone. Do not feel lonely. The entire universe is inside of you. Stop acting so small. Set your life on fire. Billy Roberts, the British psychic, medium, and author on spiritual development, clairvoyance, and the power of mind, who explored the use of psychic energy for healing, balancing the aura, and improving emotional well-being. Billy Roberts writes in his book, Activate Your Psychic Powers, in the chapter, Looking Forward in Time, even now, you may possess a fairly strong and reliable psychic ability. You may still not yet have developed or mastered the art of looking forward into the future. You may have imposed limitations upon yourself by only experimenting with those methods whose results can be immediately confirmed. Before attempting to develop the skill of looking into the future, you must first understand that by controlling the mind, instead of allowing the mind to control you, you can influence the dynamic forces of the future. You can control circumstances and events before they actually happen and watch them unfold across your consciousness as though viewing a television program which nobody else can see. I love that description. It's so cool. And Neville Goddard, he had this deeply metaphysical interpretation of the story where Jesus sends for the donkey and rides it into Jerusalem. Matthew 21 verses 1 to 11. It rings a deep truth for me and ties into our discussion, so I'm going to share it with you now. The story is not a historical event, but a psychological drama, metaphorical for the process of manifestation. Cool, right? The donkey is your assumption. In this story, Jesus represents your awareness, your I am, the creative power within you. The donkey represents your assumption, the state of mind you must take hold of and ride to the fulfillment of your destiny. Jesus tells his disciples to untie the donkey and bring it to him. This symbolizes freeing your imagination from doubt, fear, or limitation. To ride the donkey into Jerusalem means to take your desire, the donkey, and persist in the assumption that it is already fulfilled until it arrives at its destination, your manifestation grounded in reality. Riding the donkey equates to living in the end, living in your wish fulfilled, which means assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled before it physically manifests, before it physically appears, grounded in your reality. In this story, Jesus does not struggle to prove his kingship. He simply rides into Jerusalem, already embodying it. Neville Goddard's core teaching: assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled and persist in that assumption. Like Jesus doesn't question whether the donkey will carry him to his destination, we shouldn't question whether our assumptions will lead to manifestation. The journey is already set. The moment you claim your desire, it is yours. So claim your kingdom, Jerusalem, symbolizing a place of victory, peace, and fulfillment, the promised land of your realized dreams. Jesus riding into Jerusalem is the symbol of one who has mastered the art of the assumption and is boldly stepping into their manifestation. Choose your donkey, your desired state, untie it, release doubt and fear, ride it all the way to the end. Live in the feeling of your wish fulfilled. And just like Jesus entered Jerusalem as a king, not as a beggar, you must enter your manifestation already feeling as if it is done. How cool is that? The Bible is a symbolic guide to consciousness, not a literal text. In many of Goddard's lectures, he explains how the biblical stories were actually metaphysical blueprints for awakening the creative power of the mind. The mountaintop, representative of higher states of consciousness, where imagination fully merges with belief and becomes reality. Hope, faith, and love, the three fundamental sacred principles that elevate us to higher states of consciousness. Hope is the first step. It gives us the vision to see what is possible. Without hope, there is no reason to climb. Faith is the bridge between the seen and the unseen. It's the power that solidifies our desires into reality, even when there's no physical proof yet. Love is the highest state. It aligns us with divine creation, the final key that brings manifestations into being, because love is the ultimate unifying force. Imagination is the only reality. Imagination is the only reality. We must live in harmony with whatever reality we construct for ourselves inside of our minds to live joyful, peaceful, and productive lives. We can use the magic mirror, aka the double your luck spell, to predict the future and become what we want to reflect. Like the hidden codes in the Psalms, our thoughts and words shape reality, planting seeds in the fertile soil of consciousness. The world is not fixed. It bends to the power of our inner vision. By envisioning the future you desire, you can unlock its potential and bring it into your reality, joyfully, easily, and effortlessly. Today's theme song is obviously Welcome to the Machine by Pink Floyd, a track that speaks to our inner journey of self-discovery and breaking through illusions of the world around us. Pink Floyd, your exploration between science and mysticism inspire me. Thank you. Also check out Beyonce's song Freedom featuring Kendrick Lamar. You Can't Take Me by Bryan Adams, and Love is the Way by These Sacred Souls. Love is true power and the way for beauty. Thank you for tuning in. Keep climbing your mountains. Keep journaling. Keep manifesting. Keep dreaming your destiny. All transformation starts with owning your story, accepting that you are the creator of your life. Just like Cheryl Strayed did in Wild, she walked the Pacific Crest Trail as a form of deep self-recreation, moving through grief, hardship, and uncertainty, but ultimately shaping her destiny through belief, action, and self-love. The power of the mind and imagination. Take your hope, faith, and love up the mountaintop. Use the magic mirror of imagination to shape your future. If you start to feel lost, follow the steps of the Philosopher's Stone, its recipe for transformation. Break down, rebuild, and guide yourself back onto your true path. Recognize that you hold the power to write your own story. And like Cheryl Strayed said, it's up to you to make your own life.